Hello, how's everyone doing tonight? Today, whenever you're watching this, I decided to start this channel, and I guess really the focus being, from what I've seen and from how I'm looking at the world right now, it just really it's really apparent to me that everything is really fucked. Everyone seems to be in this panic mode of survival. You know, I don't have this, I don't have that, my life's fucking shit, whatever. And help people move into this transition, move into this new frequency, this higher vibration that we're all you're either going to be a part of or you're not going to be a part of. And the way it's going to kind of boil down, and you know, it's going to end up being as though one creates their own hell or one creates their own heaven. Because as I sit here right now and I'm talking to you, that is one thing that I want to make apparently clear in this channel, that you have the power to do either one. And someone has the power to do tremendous things in their life, great things in their life, wonderful, wonderful strides a person can take and more or less become their own superhero, become their own, you know, I'm talking about being your ultimate self and how you picture yourself when you're daydreaming. You know, like, I don't know how someone other than myself usually does that, but I like to do it where, like, I'm, you know, running through the forest and I got like a bow and, you know, like all kinds of cool stuff. And that's just how I like to envision it. There could be some people out there where their superhero self is someone that sits on a couch and eats pizza, and they are just the best pizza eaters in the damn galaxy. And when the damn Galactic Federation of Light calls and they need someone to actually take down this super villain pizza, they call this person in, and this person takes that pizza down. I don't really give a shit. However you picture your superhero self, what I'm here to do with this channel is to show you and give you some motivation, some information on how to achieve this, how to start fucking living and stop dying. Christ came so that he would defeat death, which is the devil. So this entity is within you, just as Christ is within you. And these things and how they play out, there is not this external barrage of gods and demons and angels that are controlling your life to the point of, you know, oh my God, I can't do this because the devil has done it to me. You know, the pizza-eating superhero man, he's not going to let the devil get in his way, because he has a job to do, which is eating pizza. And that job is going to get done no matter what. If it comes down to it, come hell or high water, the fucking pizza is going to get eat. So, anyhow, with that little rant, I'm just getting... there's a lot of different topics that I have to touch into, just dip in my toes just a little bit. And there's a lot of different subjects that I must cover before I can get into the whole shift that is happening with the age of Aquarius. That is the age that we are entering. Depending on who you talk to, some would say that we are done in, or that we are right at the beginning of. Either way, shifts happen gradually, and this is information that needs to be out there anyhow for the general public and whomsoever will hear, because what it is, which is my foundational goal, is to bring in a awareness to get one in tune with their higher self, get one in tune with what it was that they were in tune with when they were a child at play inside of the world and without a care and happy. Because one could ask one what it is that they want, and even if someone had taken the time to actually sit down and think about that question, at the end of the day, what everyone wants is happiness. And just as old Jesus said, hey, I've come so you can have life and have it more abundantly. Well, that's what we're about to do with this channel. We are on the cusp of showing different tools to people so that they can come in tune with who they are on a deeper level. Some of these tools that I'll be going into and talking about include runes, the tarot, different meditations, but more so in the sense of not a bunch of bullshit where you're sitting around for hours and you're which, don't get me wrong, vibrations and frequency are very important, and done so in the right ways can unlock certain doors. But to unlock a door, you have to have a key. And the tools that I'm talking about are general keys for one to be able to come in tune with their higher selves, a greater awareness, to be at one, to have correspondence and speak to their guardian angel, their holy guardian angels, see what it is that is on the other side of the veil. And inside of this show, on my ship, that is one thing that I will be expressing and hammering in very hardcore. I'm gonna be just ramming that shit up right up in there. So I just want to make that very prevalent, as we march on. So there are certain occult, which, let's get one thing straight first off. The word occult means hidden. That's all the word occult means. There are certain occult teachings that I am going to be diving into, and I am going to be unveiling these different practices that have been lost to the ages, ever since ancient Egypt. I'm going to be going into past life regression, past life experiences that one, if they have the certain keys, can unlock and see the different parts of their memory. Let's get this out of the way. First off, foremost, heads up. The mind. Okay? The mind is a separate entity from the body. They work in correspondence together. They work very well together when they're working well. And the mind is actually divided up into two parts. The conscious mind, which is the mind that says, okay, here I am now, I'm doing this thing, I am writing on a piece of paper, I'm going to the store, I need to make a list to do this, I need to jerk off tomorrow, whatever. Okay, so your conscious mind, it is always, keeping this conscious record of what it is that you're doing right now. If I say something like I just said just a second ago, I can remember that I just said something that I said just a second ago. Okay, so the second part of the mind is divided up, and is your subconscious mind. There is another term for this that other people like to call the unconscious. Either one, it doesn't matter. The unconscious mind, or the subconscious mind, is like a recorder. And this subconscious mind has the ability, and does so very efficiently, record everything that you have ever experienced, ever. dream state, wake state, different lives, all kinds of different things that your subconscious does keep inside of its reservoir. When you go into a dream state, like some type of dream, that is actually your conscious mind forming a bridge to your subconscious mind. But because your subconscious mind, it talks and it correlates, it actually speaks in languages of symbols. It speaks in languages of vibration, certain peaks and valleys that it actually uses to navigate through this, this very vast, hardcore desert of different memories, different thoughts, everything that you have ever experienced ever in your entire life ever. And as you go through in your awakened state, your conscious state, your actual person, like you, as I sit right here inside of the seat, I know that I'm Coda. I know who I am. But the subconscious mind, my subconscious mind, it knows who I am more so than I know who I am. Because in a way, it has more of a connection with my higher self, my nine-dimensional self. See, that's another thing that we'll get into in the show with the different dimensions, because we have, here we are in the three-dimensional world. It keeps on keeping on. So your subconscious mind, it keeps this record. But like I said, it knows more about myself than I know consciously about myself. For example, I know that I'm Coda, correct? I just said that a second ago. I know that I drive a Blazer. I know that I play bass guitar, things like that. But the subconscious mind has different behavior mechanisms that I have developed over the course of my lifetime. And these different behavioral mechanisms that I have developed say, you wasn't loved enough as a child. Well, okay, that's going to play out in such a way to where it is going to, later in life, your subconscious runs a certain program because of that conscious state that it went through. It developed a program, and now that program plays out to where I project out into the world this state, constant state of, I'll never be loved enough, I'll never be loved enough. And that is more or less what happens in a very simplistic way. Like I said, I want to get into this in a very detailed manner. I'm actually going to start classes for anyone that wants to go dive deeper into this with structured subject matter, things of that sort. These classes will be available to, just like how some of the psychiatrists and the hypnotists will get to talk about NLP, which is man, I forget exactly what neural shit. Alright, well anyway, neurological, or it's numerical linguistic programming. Anyhow, NLP is a very, very useful key and tool in the area of hacking into the subconscious mind so that one can then begin to restructure certain programming that is actually forming barriers in your life to where you are always stuck inside this time loop. That's another thing that we will also get into as the show continues. Another thing that I will also offer classes on is the art of time travel. And time travel being something that is very fucking possible. And time travel is something that we are doing always, constantly, whether someone realizes or not. You have a certain stigma that is associated with it because of Hollywood and all the things that they have, you know, really pounded into someone's mind concerning time travel. But real time travel is something that is, like I said, an art. And real time travel has a very important lesson that is interwoven inside of it, that I think that before this age is through, everyone will understand, and they will understand in a very impactful way in their own lives, their own selves. So another one of these really in-depth things that I will be going into in the show is magic. And I'm not talking about Harry Potter. Am I talking about Harry Potter? No. I'm talking about actual, real magic. I'm talking about being able to manifest something. And, you know, as I get into the different, all the different subject matter that I am going to dive into, because actually, as time goes forward, I plan to make videos in the next 24 to 48 hours doing tarot readings on the signs, the actual, you know, Aries, Virgo, Aquarius, Capricorn, all these different zodiac signs. I actually will be doing tarot readings as videos that someone can watch for their whatever their zodiac sun sign is, whatever their zodiac sign is. Now, as inside of the art of astrology, you know, we have actually 12 zodiac signs, 12 zodiac houses. There is a very structured art to all of these things that I am kind of wisping over and talking to you guys about right now. But why I am here, and the reason for me doing these things and bringing this art out to the public, is because there are very talented there's very talented practitioners of magic that are out there today. There's very talented practitioners of astrology that are out there today. There's very talented practitioners of runic divination, runic magic, which is actually derived from the ancient Norse and the Norse traditions, which I identify with quite a bit. Have weeded through the bullshit to actually understand what it is that motherfucking Christ was talking about. You know, I mean, Christ was trying to get motherfuckers to understand the message, not to follow. People now in today's world are too caught up in following the man himself and not the message that he tried to teach, which is utter chaos. It's all utter chaos. The subject matter that I will be going over as you know, as well as magic and some of the things that I've just touched on, will be very in-depth ways that one can start to live again. Simply put, it's a way that you can get back in touch with who it is that you are. Find out who you are. Stop for 2 minutes to calm down enough in this rat race of this life that you cling so tightly to, that you have such a hardcore disposition that you would save every fucking thing that you can save and hope like hell at the end of your life that you're able to take it with you when you die. And let me tell you, you're not going to be able to. For someone to stop long enough to actually realize that they are a spiritual being that is inside of a flesh body. And this world isn't meant to be a burden. This world isn't meant to be a slave state, to where one is a slave to their own mind, their own thoughts, their own subconscious bullshit that's been programmed inside their mind, to be a slave to money, to be a slave to never being able to do this and never being able to do that. And I've always blah 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 blah. Guess what? I can make the best fucking milkshakes that's ever been made in the world. You know why? Because I believe that I can. And at the end of the day, and when it gets right down to it, the message of everything that I'm going to be going over and teaching is simply belief. Because people believe in something, then there it will be so. Then it is so. Christ, and I keep going back to that, I will relate back to Christ and the Bible a lot during my shows, for the simple reason to show everyone this bullshit that's been attached, that is so convoluted and so murky, the waters in which I'm talking being fucking stagnation of this nation, this Bible Belt mentality, to where we go to church on Sunday, which isn't even the Sabbath, by the way, and then we all will hope, you know what, because Danny's do it, we're going to hope that we have it. You know, hey, you know what, I think I'm saved. In the back of your mind, you sit there every Sunday and you think to yourself, man, you know what, I'm a good person, I think I'm doing alright. And then you go back home Monday and then you think, why is my life such a piece of shit? Because you don't get it. You ain't got the fucking message. I'm here to give you the fucking message. And I'm going to give it to you so hard, you're going to freaking orgasm all over the damn place. Like a 23-year-old girl at her first strip club experience or bachelorette party. Shit, I don't know. And I don't care. I'm just here. I'm more or less, like I said, you want to watch the show, watch it. You don't want to watch it, fuck you. And the thing is, you know, at the end of the day, I'm just saying, I'm here trying to help people. And anybody that wants to talk about how much the tarot cards are the devil, or talk about how much this is the devil and that's the devil, guess what? You're the devil, motherfucker. You need to get a grasp on your shit so you can stop judging long enough. And yes, I'm on an Alex Jones rant right now. I'm consciously aware of it. I'm doing it on purpose. I really like this. And it's just a part of this intro that I really want to ram it in there, get it right up in there, really nice and, really nice and wet. So, now, as I go forth, I think one of the first things that I'm going to do, yes, you'll notice here a few things on my table, a few things on this desk. What do we have? Okay. We have an air dagger. These are occult items. This is my wand, which is also a flute. Also, you'll see that I have my cups. And then, of course, the earth energy, which is all that is around here. Anything that's solid, anything that's structured out of the dirt. You're dirt. So, yeah, I mean, I hope that I just hope that everybody's having a fantastic day. And I also want to relate that if you tune into my channel at any time, guess what? I'll make your day fantastic. Guaranteed. And if not, fuck you. Welcome aboard. If you choose to ride on my ship. If you are here and strictly want to view everything that I do from a strictly entertainment comedy aspect, I encourage you to do so. Because at the end of the day, if we're not having fun, if we're not laughing, if we're not in a joyous state, then why the fuck even bother? Right? And another little tidbit that I'd like to give you today. Evil fears laughter. So, just know, if you do not take away anything else from anything that I have stated, or you do not want to watch my show ever again, because you don't like that I use the words Jesus and fuck in the same sentences. Sentences, seances, talking to the dead. We're going to do it. There's just a lot of things that it's hard for me to actually relate and bring out into the open, you know, in this just first video that I'm shooting for Crafty Raven. By the way, as I stated earlier, I am your captain aboard the Crafty Raven, which the actual ship is the SS Ravenwood, and this the ship is you know, it's taken a long time to get the systems running. It's taken a long time to get the actual mainframes fired up, the lights going, I mean, all the different things that this ship is. Bring this information to light so that everyone can start to live in this state of abundance, clarity, joy, and happiness. And I intend to do just fucking that. So, I think I'll start out now with the actual Zodiac tarot readings. I'm going to do each one of them, and going to do, you know, I don't know how many minutes I'll stay on each one, but anyhow, if it relates to you, wonderful. Take it and run with it. And if it don't, throw that motherfucker away and go on, because let me tell you something. Here's the thing with the tarot cards. I'm going to get into the tarot cards, and I'm going to give readings, but I'm also going to explain to you how the tarot cards work. With all the spiritual things that I'll be talking about, and especially in any of my classes, if anyone wants to sign up for such classes, I'll be taking these things and I'll be giving you a scientific fucking evidence and scientific proofs that all tie back into every magical practice and working that I'm going to be doing. It can be proven through science. And today, with technology, it has been. Like, there's already been leaps and bounds to the degree of ass fucking the cosmos, you know, to where now there's this definite, like I said, with all the works and practices that I will be doing, I can back it up with science. Believe me or not, I guess you'll just have to find out. And if you think that I'm really handsome, then go ahead and give me a like. You know, what am I saying? What the fuck are you talking about, Cody? Who are you? What is this that's going on right now? If you think that I'm extremely dashing, charismatic, and handsome, And go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And if you don't, and you hate my fucking guts, don't forget to hit that bell so you can always get notifications. Alright, peeps. I love you. I'm going to keep on loving you. And don't forget, love yourself. Forgive yourself. And forgive everybody else. Da 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 da.